Are you confused by all of the confusing dietary advice that's floating around out there? Well, me too. And so that's why I like to focus on the very basics of nutrition that pretty much every nutritionist guru can agree on. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today.
My name is Alexis, and I'm a nurse whose passion is to empower you with knowledge of natural health solutions so that you can obtain the kind of healing you're looking for.
Basic number 1, cut out as much processed foods and sugar as you feel like you can manage. When I'm talking about processed foods, I'm talking about things like hamburger helper, noodles, frozen waffles, anything that comes in a box like that. And then also sugar, which includes artificial kinds. We're talking desserts, soda, granola bars, candy, energy drinks, all of that sort of thing. Basic number 2, eat whole unprocessed foods in their regular form, such as fresh vegetables and fresh fruit, and basic cuts of meat like ground beef or steak or whole chicken breasts. Don't make it complicated. Basic number 3, be mindful. We get so caught up in our busy lives that we forget to just be where we are and be thankful for what we have in front of us and to just take things in and enjoy the experience. So first of all, you have to slow it down. Eat slower. Don't be in a rush. Sit down at the table and actually enjoy your food. Enjoy your food in social contexts. Enjoy eating with other people. Invite people over to your house. Go out to eat at a restaurant with them. Be a social human being. Also, what goes with this mindfulness is preparing food ahead of time. This is a really important component of healthy eating because if you're always just living in the moment, you're going to inevitably make a lot of fast food runs and a lot of quick food decisions that the vast majority of the time are not going to be great food decisions. So if you take the time, maybe one day a week, to sit down and think about what your week looks like and wrap your head around what you need to do food-wise to be prepared to have food throughout the week, then you are going to be so much better off and making so much better decisions all throughout the week, even when you're crammed and busy. I've had lots of conversations about nutrition with people over the years, and I've noticed a few themes that occur frequently. Number 1, most people cannot get past basic number 1, and that being to cut out processed foods and sugar. People will say, what's next? What's next? Should I be on this diet or that diet? Do this, do that. When in reality, they're still eating food out of boxes or fast food every single day. Ideally, processed foods and sugar should not be a part of our every single day life, but it absolutely doesn't mean that you can't treat yourself and can't enjoy it from time to time. It's definitely one of the things about life that makes it enjoyable. And so we definitely should have access to that and the freedom to eat those kinds of foods from time to time. Number 2 is that people tend to diet to the extreme. And I say this in a negative way because when people want to go on a diet and make improvements in their life, a lot of times they're actually gravitating towards some of the really extreme diets out there, and I'll refrain from mentioning them because I don't want to step on any toes, but there are some very extreme ones that really don't allow for any moderation. They're really difficult to keep up long term. They're not sustainable. And some of those diets can even cause some serious nutrient imbalances. There's something about an emotional satisfying experience for people to have this really big goal that seems unobtainable with an extreme diet and then be able to achieve it, which, good for you for accomplishing a big challenge, a big goal. That's great. But ultimately, good health that is sustainable long-term is going to require slow, steady improvements over time. And then number 3, I see this a lot. Organic is preferable, yes, but using the excuse that I'm too poor to eat organic is not an excuse for continuing to eat trashy food. Let me clarify by saying that You do not have to eat organic in order to eat healthy. Yes, it's preferable, but it's a next step further down the road after you've already mastered these basics. So please don't get that in your head that until you start making enough money that you can afford organic vegetables and organic meat, that you're just screwed and you can't eat healthy, because that is absolutely not true. Remember that good health always begins with what you eat. Give yourself grace as you make slow, steady improvements for the future, and you're making little decisions every day that are a little bit better than they were a few weeks ago. You will feel better when you start eating better. It is worth it, I promise you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do it for the chickens.